Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis Sofia binti Muhammad Tazuddin. My metric number is 2014230 and I'm from class SMT 2143 Remote Sensing and GIS. So today, I'll be presenting the summarization on the application of remote sensing and GIS Geographic Information System for land use and land cover changes in monitoring the water quality. So let's start with the introduction. Based on the poster, land use or LU, it can be defined as the land or area that have been used by humans for any activities that they have done, such as the agriculture and industrial activities. While the land cover LC is the features of Earth's surface that can be observed physically, for example, the water, the soil, and also the vegetation area. So nowadays, due to the increasing population growth in the community, there will be increase in the demand and need of land use for their shelter, education, economic activities, and many more. While at the same time, this type of development, it will bring impacts to the environment, especially the water quality, including the pond, the stream, river, and also the ocean. This shows that LULC, land use land cover changes, will be the factor in supplying pollutants into the water column. So the objective for the study is to determine is either the LULC changes do have a relationship with the pollutant sources, and also to identify the potential location for the sources of pollution along the Melaka River between the year 2001, 2009 and 2015. The area chosen for this study is the area around the Melaka State, the 80-kilometer length of the Melaka River, and also the 9 sampling stations located along the river. For this study, it requires two different methodologies. The first one is the in situ and laboratory analysis. This is to obtain the data for the status of water quality. The most recent data is in 2015, and for the 2001 and 2009 data will be received from the DOE, which is the Department of Environment. And then it will be proceed with the study based on the physical, chemical, and biological parameters for water, such as the salinity, demand of oxygen, concentration of nutrients, dissolved oxygen, and other parameters. The principal component analysis, PCA, is also applied to locate the possible sources of pollutants. And then this will be followed by using the ANOVA method, analysis of variance method, to determine the connection between the LULC changes with the water quality. Next, the second method is the remote sensing data analysis. This method is focusing on the mapping of land use and land cover changes. At the end of the study, we will be able to identify the location for possible sources of pollutants that flows into the Melaka River. The method of processing the images obtained from the satellite, it can be done by using the ArcGIS 10.0 and followed by the analyzing the image using the NV 5.0. And this procedure will end with the accuracy assessment, which is to get the classification, accuracy, and kappa statistic. This information is to show the accuracy of the data we receive and also to check if either this data it can be used for the study or not. So next part, we will be moving to the result and discussion for this study. So based on the data required in 2001, the land that has been used by human, it can be covered to 196 km square of built-up area, 271 km square of agriculture area, and 138 km square for the water coverage, and 65 km square cover for the open space area. As time passed, in 2009 and 2015, there are some changes that happened to the LULC of Melaka State, where the build-up and agriculture are starting to expand, while the open space and water coverage area is getting to be decreased. From figure 2, we can see that the Melaka watershed has fully surrounded by development such as urbanization, industrial and agriculture activities. These development areas can be the possible sources of pollutants as they will discharge the sewage that contains chemicals, pesticides from the agriculture activities, and also heavy metals from the factory. And these discharges of sewage will affect the water quality and contaminate the Melaka River. And also, as we can see in the table 2 in the poster, here is the list of parameters that have been studied using the ANOVA method that shows which area influence the pollution in the Melaka River. In summary, some important sources that have been identified from this study are the animal husbandry, residential activities, industrial activities, and also the agriculture activities. Despite the benefits that humans get from all of this development, our nature, such as the natural watershed of Malacca, which is the Malacca River, is going to be affected with negative impacts. In conclusion, it has been identified that LULC land use land cover changes do have a relationship with the sources of pollutants along the Malacca River. More changes will initiate more sources of pollutants in the future. Thus, we need to make a good plan and observation before proceeding with any kind of project that is related to the environment. It is our responsibility to take care of the environment for our future generation. In addition, the application of remote sensing and GIS in this study, it really helped in the process of getting the data and information for the changes that happen on the land and water effectively with small time consuming. That's all for me. Thank you for watching my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.